Hi, I'm Art.
Hi, I'm Alice.
After leaving Ashford Castle, we're on a drive to the Kylemore Abbey.
It's a little more than about an hour to get there on some very windy and very scenic roads.
And as usual, they were narrow at times, but it took us through an area of Ireland called the Connemara.
It's dotted with these quaint little homes and beautiful stone fences in gorgeous lakes.
And then as you round one sharp bend in the road, the Abbey appears with its reflection on this beautiful lake.
It seems to be so perfectly nestled against the majesty of the mountain behind it.
And as you head to the parking area, the Abbey is impressive from every angle.
This is one of those moments as you first gaze upon the Abbey, so take some time to just savor it. Let's do that together. Here we are at the Abbey.
Hard to get it without being.
I really wish you could smell the scents of all the plants, the greenery, the flowers. It's incredible. It's beautiful. And then, of course, there's the Abbey, which I'm going to go up there and be a closer shot. Isn't that amazing? And then, of course, being on this beautiful lake, it's quite windy. I don't know if you can tell by the water, but it's quite windy here. In the background, you can see some of the mountains.
There's this beautiful tree-lined walkway leading up to the Abbey.
The trees that line this pathway are massive and became, of course, one of the things I found most fascinating. The artist at work. So precise. Yes.
Yes.
I know. I took pictures of you.
I'm Art.
I'm Alice.
And where are we?
We're at the Kylemore Abbey. It's an amazing, amazing place, and I would invite anyone to come here, whether they're spiritual or not. It's just a place that's breathtaking. It is a place for contemplation, if you want, and also a place just to look at the structure and the amazement of the architecture.
Now, to begin with, it's about an hour and a half from Galway on some very twisty, windy roads. So if you have a problem with motion sickness, you might want to take that in mind.
Definitely.
But it is really a spectacular drive to get out here. Beauty, and we're going to show you a little more about the Abbey from the inside in just a moment. And I have to tell you, there's a whole lot of people here, so this is a very popular place to come to. But it looks like they do a great job of accommodating the folks that come in. So hang in there with us. We're going to take a walk inside the Abbey, give you some exterior shots, and we're going to learn a lot about this and tell you a little more about it when we're all done. All right. All right. The 40,000 square foot Kylemore Castle was built by Mitchell Henry in 1867 as a gift for his wife, Margaret.
Along with the 70-room private home that Henry built, he did a Victorian walled garden and a lot of walkways throughout 13,000-acre estate. It took 4 years and over 100 men to complete it.
Lots of interesting things here, decorative items. I happen to love this butterfly framed piece.
So this is all the original furniture and paintings in the house. The Mitchells loved to entertain, and Henry was also involved in a lot of Irish politics.
Great old clock here in this area that looks like the foyer. Now, there were 70 rooms in the Abbey, but honestly, we were only given access to about 6 rooms in the tour.
Well, we were not allowed access to the second floor because it was blocked off because it actually is the living area of the nuns today. And please, note the unusual design of the bathroom. The radiator is at the front of the room instead of where it might be more useful at the back of the room.
We're back outside the house admiring the design of this building, and this next building here is where we believe the church services are held, but this was not accessible to us on the day that we visited.
Another look at the lakefront and the stone wall that bordered it. Can you imagine? I'm sure those 9 children had a good time playing in that.
Now, in 1903, the house was sold to the Duke and Duchess of Manchester, who sadly were forced to sell the property in 1920 due to gambling debts.
In 1920, the Irish Benedictine nuns purchased this castle and all the lands around it as they were fleeing from Belgium during World War I.
Now, this is the area where the shuttle bus comes and picks you up and heads over to the Victoria Gardens that you see here.
Well, you can walk there, but it's quite a hike, and it was getting late in the day for us.
A short bus ride, and it gets you to the main gardens. But again, once you get there, you can see the extensive pathways that go all around the gardens. There's actually 2. This was just one of them, half of it. There's 2 large garden areas, and you just all kinds of things to see.
Yeah, I mean, really, you could spend an entire day just touring the gardens. This is just like Art's garden in his backyard. It's amazing how similar they are. Of course, he put a lot of work into it, as did they. Oh, he doesn't have the greenhouse, but otherwise, it's exactly like his.
Now, as you gaze upon all this beauty, we must mention the sad part of their love story.
It really was. I mean, we're all there looking at the building and the gardens and so forth, but it is a love story. When Henry and Margaret were on vacation in Egypt, she contracted dysentery and died. They had 9 children, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, and the youngest was only 2 at the time. Henry never remarried. He never got over Margaret's death.
So this entire facility here that is now the Abbey and the gardens is kind of a testament to their love, and is kept going by the nuns. And again, just the beauty of the home and the gardens is quite spectacular.
You know, honey, why they built it there, they really found this place when they were on their honeymoon, and they both decided this is where they wanted to build their home.
Well, they picked out a nice spot. Now, I don't know what these flowers are, but I really did think they were pretty, so I got a couple of stills of these.
And of course, as everybody knows, I like trees, so you're going to see some pictures.
I love the moss covering at the base of this tree.
That was cool.
It's very Irish.
Look, I just took pictures of trees, but there was one that really stood out to me. Now check out this guy with all the knots on him. He's probably caught some kind of disease, but nevertheless so interesting. That's amazing. I see another one of my big trees down there. Art's taking a picture of it. There's one of the big ones. See the big ones? And there's my Art. And there's the tree behind him. Okay, there is my tree. Look at this. Tell me that's not beautiful. And who wouldn't want to climb that, right?
There's a pigsty coming up, so just be on the lookout.
Right, after I take some more pictures of trees. But my love of trees is just, I know, weird. But look at that. And can you imagine to climb that tree? It's just calling to me to climb it.
There's the pig.
One ugly boy. Yeah, that's the male. The female was over laying down sleeping.
And there's Alice. And just really, the only thing that is more beautiful than her is the backdrop of those mountains. Aww. In any event, our next stop is Westport. I'm Art.
I'm Alice.
And we're on the run.
You take it on the run.